kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started. And we are on. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Hey Colin Chad.
Goff going to look to throw right away. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it breaks.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Prescott.
Afternoon.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Call emoji victory sign.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Going to run again here with Pollard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 34. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Tackle there from James Houston.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. And now they'll throw with Lance. And that's incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down. They needed 4, they got 8, and it results in a conversion on 4th down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
Dahami on Madden.
And knocked it free.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit.
What is up, Cole?
77 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge
Hi, Cole
play.
Walls.
He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more Montgomery, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball. Find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Khalif Raymond, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Working from the gun, Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the return will stop right around the 25.
No, Mike, or what?
Coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Goff. And this will be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Down inside the 10. And in for the Lions, touchdown. David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get
Hello,
to the
Cole.
quarterback,
Emoji
almost get to the
oncoming
basket.
fist.
Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver,
Dang.
wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Hey, Blakers.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really,
IP4 version look different. Yo, Brave. Cowboys can't throw, I guess.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the drive's going to start with Pollard to the 22-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start.
There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 78 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 play end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly, 8-zip.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes, and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a 1st down.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Again, it's Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 3rd down, it's caught, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, an enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Pollard going to try the right side. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Pollard will take it up the gut.
Get in the end zone.
Down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Prescott off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Hi.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever?
And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
I know they didn't tack on the 2
Hey,
points,
y'all.
but I liked reception return for a touchdown. I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like
Hey,
a sudden
Reza.
change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that
BS.
Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. After the the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Prescott.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. For it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that.
Taking it right down Broadway. Down to the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Pollard. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Pollard one more time.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Now here's Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st down. Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's Mahomes.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing here, Prescott.
There he goes again, and he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton, and the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right.
He's got a man complete.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you, but you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
What a performance.
That was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Later, Chad. KK Rob.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Evan McPherson has this one teed up,
and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That's caught. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's Pollard again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second. And finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. It's complete, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
First down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Prescott.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, this offense is wasting no time getting into the flow of the game. They've come out throwing. 2 quick completions have this defense on their heels as they're already across midfield.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
2nd and 10.
And Burrow going to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for two here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's Prescott.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a head. Field and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Prescott.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Into the hands of Hendershot.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Peyton Hendershot.
29 yards.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball. Security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive?
And now off to the races down the right side.
How about this? He's to the 10. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Lance. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Burrow, throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here's 1st and 10.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Throwing, Burrow.
And it's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Burrow.
Rolling to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as Cowboys taking on the New York Jets.
Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Prescott now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see them
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually
You
fortunate
kicked it like a
that it was
woman.
only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
You are.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback and
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. 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 Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Play action. It's Wilson. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Wilson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose. Team gain over personal protection.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb from 17 yards out. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Eluding the pressure right.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On play action, now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. On play action, Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. That is caught. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And again, it's Rodgers.
Going right back to Wilson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's into space past the 25. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 35 yards. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
On third down, here's Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But for a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench, call it again. I want to get into the end zone.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Jets are able to add on to that lead.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Lance now on first down.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Now Lance. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He finds Wilson. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25.
And down to the 19-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Zerline now for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Lance now on 1st down. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have